Hello everyone, welcome back to David at Go-To Hobbies. Right, do you think Sir Keir Starmer needs a brain transplant to bring him up to intelligent level of a human being? Um, I think he needs not only a brain transplant, but a soul transplant as well, because he hasn't got a soul, has he? He just seems to be void of any emotions, any sensibility, any moral understanding of what people's needs are. Do you feel that you've been let down by Starmer? I do. I feel that I've been betrayed. And the Labour government as a whole, I feel they're an absolute, totally incompetent fools. But not only that, look what's happened to the BBC. They've been, let's just put it this way, they got their fingers caught, haven't they, in the pie. They've been caught in the act of willfully altering a video of Donald Trump. But don't forget, they've done it to Tommy Robson as well. And Tommy Robson can prove it. But this is, excuse me, but this is the whole thing about the BBC. Are they too big to fail? Is the government going to prop them up? Do you know what? If Donald Trump sues the BBC, perhaps this will be the end of the British government, the Labour Party. Because we know what the Labour Party's like, don't we? But we also know what the BBC's like. Spreading misinformation, fake news. You know as well as I do, they cannot be trusted anymore. They've betrayed all the people, all the licence payers, for the fee of where it is over £100 now for a TV licence, but that includes the radio as well. Is it value for money? Nah. What's the programmes like? Absolute crap. And I just feel that, if Donald Trump sues the BBC, it is the best thing that could ever happen to the BBC. Hopefully, it will be a complete shake-up of all these idiots that are controlling the BBC. And hopefully, it will destroy the British government and bring the British government down. So we've got to have a general election. Perhaps there's a hidden tactic. It'd be a nice one, wouldn't it, eh? How to destroy the British government. We'll sue the BBC. Well, I'll be honest with you. Donald Trump is quite within his right to sue the BBC. And I feel very proud of America. Very, very proud of the American people. And I think the American people have got a lot of honour and a lot of respect for President Donald Trump. What do the British have for Donald Trump? It is probably the same as what I just said, and that is a lot of respect because I cocked up my words. What I meant to say was the British people don't have the same feeling about for Sir Keir Starmer. They hate his guts. They despise him. He's the worst Prime Minister in living history. And you know what? He hasn't got one brain cell floating around in that little bit of grey matter he's got inside his head. Because if he did, he wouldn't have done what he's done to the British economy, the British people. I just feel that what we've got as a government is a bunch of mindless morons. A government that is full of absolute do-goodies that are climbing that greasy pole to get up there to earn the fantastic riches of the public purse and to get pay rises and a lovely pension, so when they retire, they'll never have to work again. But that doesn't include all the lovely backhanders they're getting in from companies that are sponsoring them or whatever they're doing for them, lobbying government. We've got the most corrupt, disloyal load of politicians and the Prime Minister, past and including the present day. And you know what? In America, you had the same problem with Joe Biden and Sleepy Joe Biden. I just feel Sir Keir Starmer is worse than Joe Biden. And we've got the Prime Minister of the UK that when he gave a speech and he said sausages instead of hostages, I thought, you frigging muppet. Excuse my language, but he is. He's an absolute super duper moron, isn't he? Everyone I know, and everyone I've spoken to, hates Starmer and the rest of the Labour government. And how on earth the King keeps this bloke in power, God knows. I bet it's part of the old Freemason club, isn't it, eh? Dodgy handshake, wink wink, nudge nudge. Yeah, you know, keeping it all clean and that and all that, yeah. Yeah, you know. And what I've seen of the Freemasons, I don't trust them. Not from my experience with a Freemason. Not very honourable, to say the least. The only painter and decorator in the Freemasonry. Can't make it any more plainer than that, eh? Might be more now. But he was dishonest to me. I sold him something and never paid me for it. But that's a story for another day. But going back to this government and Donald Trump, I would love to see Donald Trump in charge of the UK. Do you imagine what this country would be like if we had Donald Trump? We wouldn't be paying extortionate prices for the gas and electricity. We'd have North Sea oil revenue coming in. You know, we would be a very wealthy country. We'd have a thriving industry. We wouldn't depend on other countries. Look what Donald Trump's done for America. We need that done to the UK. We need Donald Trump in the UK. That's what we need to sort the UK out, to boot this bloody government out. And I really, really hope and pray that Donald Trump sues the BBC for billions. And I hope it bankrupts them, right? I really do. And I think shutting the BBC down will hopefully destroy the Labour Party and get rid of this corrupt, barbaric dinosaur we've got as a government. What do you think? Are you agreeing with me? I reckon some of you will be. And leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this old dinosaur Labour Party. And what do you think about Donald Trump putting things right in the UK? What a winner. That bloke is an absolute star. You know, he's got a heart of gold. He's the best man to rule the UK. And we can't fault him. I'd love to see Donald Trump running the UK. Could not have thought that, could we? Anyway, not for too long. Thanks for watching, everyone. Leave a comment down below. Please like, share and subscribe. Especially subscribe, because what this does, it allows videos like this to get in front of people like you that like this type of videos, and promotes the channel. So thanks very much, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.